Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for tuning in to my channel. I am Jazz Saimani, and for today's video I will be showing you how I make these numbers on Design Space. I'm pretty sure you've seen these numbers. I use them for my recent lace, the butterfly lace. So I'm gonna be giving you the font and the sizes to the numbers and the font. No, not the font, but the size to the butterflies I use, and the little, all the offsets and everything. Well, sizes, okay. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Okay, so we're going to go to text, and I'm going to type in the number 2. Then I'm going to come up here to where it says font, click on this little arrow, and then it'll take you over here. Make sure you're on Cricut, not on system. Well, if you have Cricut access, yes, go ahead and use click right here. If you're going to be coming to system, I would recommend that for the numbers you use this one, Bernard. This one is it's very nice numbers too, the Bernard MT. But these are the original numbers I used from Cricut, and it's analog script. So we go ahead and click on it, and the reason it just popped up is because I had already looked for it earlier. I've been making for prior lace. Okay, so there we go. Let me drag it up here so you can see it better. Okay, so we're going to start with a small lace, which are my 54-inch lace. These are the sizes that I use for my 54-inch lace, and it'll be the 54-inch lace, the one that I'm going to be adding for as my as a picture for this video that I'm making today. So okay, so we're going to change the size to, the width is going to be 2 inches, and our height will be 1.5. My goodness. Is anybody else having trouble with Design Space? I am a lot. Okay, there we go. So now it's at 2 by 1.5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to where it says offset, and I will be changing the size to 0.056. Apply. I'm going to go ahead and change the color to white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here where it says duplicate, and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to make it, change the color to pink. Everything, a lot of the times when I'm not using pink, I use pink to let me know that this is poster board. Funny way to do it, right? But that's how I understand. So this is glitter HTV. This is white glitter HTV. This is poster board. So I'm going to be ironing these onto this. Now I'm going to click on this offset, and I'm going to come back to offset, and I'm going to apply another offset of 0.056, and I'm going to change the color to a very light gray, because this will be my holographic. So there we have it. The silver, the white, and the holographic. Silver, white, holographic. This, you can't see it because it's under right here. That's my poster board. And I do recommend heavy duty poster board, guys, so that your numbers are not all flimsy, and you can give your customers something that they won't have to worry about, especially if you're mailing them. You don't want them to get damaged. Okay, so this is for my 54-inch lay. Let's get into the bigger lay, which are these bigger numbers, and I'll show you the difference. That's the difference. See, Okay, so it's already on analog script, so all I'm going to do is click on text, and it brings me to text. There's my number 2, and the size for this one will be 2 inches, 2 by 3.97. That's going to be the size. Now I come up here to offset, and the offset will be 0.69, 0.069. Apply. And I'm going to go ahead and change the offset color to white. And still, see how it's still clicked? So I come up here to where it says duplicate, and I duplicate it, and then I turn it into pink so I can know that that's my poster board. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this one doesn't have an offset. But just in case you'd like to add an offset, you go ahead and come back to offset. But this offset will be at 0.056. And I change the color. There we have it. So there are my numbers. That's my silver glitter, white glitter, and I'm going to iron them on to this one right here, which is my poster board. And then I'm going to be adding some glue on back of this one, and I'm going to glue it onto this one, which will be my holographic. Now let's get into the butterflies. I'm going to go ahead and go to home, and there we have it. And how did I come up with these? I searched 3D butterflies, and see, you have a whole bunch of them. And since it's just for the video, I'll go ahead and, you know what, I've been looking for that butterfly. I'll just go ahead and add that one. And you, right here, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a heart. It's a beautiful butterfly, isn't it? Okay, now let's click on edit a copy. And we're going to go ahead and replace this, since I already have that. We already have the butterfly. So now these are not the measurements I'm going to be using. This is not exactly what I'll be using. So all I need is my butterfly. And let's bring the butterfly. And the size for the butterflies, for my 54 and all the way to 76 inches, I use the same size of butterfly, which is the 2.5 by 2.5. Oops. Now what I do is I go ahead and add an offset to it. And my offset is at 0.056. The reason I was trying to change the size through there is because earlier it was giving me trouble. It wouldn't let me change the size through here. Let's see if it works right now. Oh, it did. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and my butterflies are always white, so let me already change the size. I should have done that earlier. Okay, and this one's gonna stay gray because my butterfly is always white. Well, on that lay, however, the one that I'm going to be using, white butterfly, and this is my silver glitter HTV. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here to where it says duplicate, and I'm going to change the color to pink. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add another offset, but this offset will be at 0.056. Apply, and I go into the lighter, and there we have it. And since I'm not going to be using this, you can always just go ahead and either delete it, just highlight it all and delete it, or if you plan on using this butterfly, which is beautiful, just all you have to do is I'll tell you what size to turn it into. The size to turn it into would be 2.78 by 2.78. How will you do that? You may want to know. Let me tell you. Well, I can't go back to putting the white butterfly here because I didn't pay attention what size it was. However, all I can tell you is that once you get this all, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and highlight it. And I forgot the size. I think it was let's look at the size again. Sorry about that. 2.78 by 2.78. Okay, so let's say it already has this butterfly up here. Let's try to turn it back into the size. So you can... Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's say you got this already from Design Space, from where I showed you earlier, and you want to turn it into the size of butterfly that I use for my lace. So you just come up here. You already highlighted everything, okay? Don't highlight one by one because that'll mess you up. See how each butterfly has a different size? Okay, so the way you'll get the butterfly the size that I use for the lace is highlight all of it. Then you come up here and you change the size to 2.78 by 2.78. And there you have it. Now you'll be able to use that same butterfly that you got from here, this one. You can use it for your lace and it'll be the exact same size, and you know that that size will fit on a 54-inch lei. And I know that I also have that pink lei has a smaller butterfly. So my smaller butterfly, let me give you the sizes to the smaller one. The smaller one is 1.5 by 1.5. 1.5 by 1.5, and I do the same thing. The offset will be 0.56. Okay, and I'm going to change it to dark gray, which is my silver. And then that I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change the color to pink. Now I'm going to add another offset, but this time it'll be an offset of 69. 0.069. Make sure you do not forget the 0 at the front. There we have it. And now you have the size to the small butterflies. Even if you were to want to use this butterfly, this style of butterfly, all you have to do, I forgot the size again. Sorry, 1.75 and 1.75. All you will have to do is highlight everything and change the size to, I think I said 1.75 and 1.75. 1.75 by 1.75. And that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you found it helpful, please do not forget to leave me a like. And if you have any comments, any questions, please do not hesitate. I'm always here to help you and answer as many questions as I can. And if you're not yet my subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And till next time, bye bye.